warn you now, there definitely are bodies, okay? So hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome to my channel. I'm Shimere, and today's video is going to be about the new Netflix show Buried by the Bernards. And yes, you guys, I did say buried, okay? It's like 6 feet under type of buried. So I haven't been watching Netflix that much lately, and today I was like, you know what, let me see what's on Netflix. I have some free time, you know, let me catch up, let me watch some shows, let's see what's good on there. And you know, sometimes when you get on Netflix, like whatever is recommended will just pop up and start playing, okay? Like before I could hit the button, it was already playing. So at first I was like, oh no, like I see caskets and things. Like I don't think I feel like watching that. That wasn't really my vibe, okay? But I was like, okay, you know what, since it's already on, let me watch at least the first episode and see what this show is about. And honestly, you guys, I am not disappointed that I watched it, okay? So the show is basically about a Black-owned funeral home in Memphis, Tennessee. And we have Ryan Bernard, who is the owner. And then we have Debbie, who's his mom, aka the boss and co-owner. We have Uncle Kevin, who is the facilities manager, as he puts it. But he pretty much does like a little bit of everything, okay? I'm talking embalming, makeup, hearse driving, like a little bit of everything. Then we have Deja, who's Ryan's oldest daughter, Reagan, the youngest daughter, and Tavion, who's basically like the funeral home assistant type of person. He kind of helps out with a little bit of everything too. And you guys, I found this family to be so entertaining. Like if anything, like the mom Debbie, mom/grandma Debbie, and Uncle Kevin could really just have a show on their own, okay? But I really do like the dynamic of it, and I found like all of the family to be enjoyable to watch. Like everybody had their own lane, and they were actually really entertaining. So at first I was thinking, okay, you know what, I just don't know, like what is this gonna be about? Are we gonna be bored? Because you know, when you think funeral homes, you think like, okay, you know, dead people and boringness, you know, it's just not like a fun place. But they actually seem to have fun in their funeral home. Like, okay, so yes, let me warn you now, okay? Let me warn you now. There definitely are bodies, okay? So, you know, they'll pick up a body, and you might see a body just, you know, resting in a casket. You know, the deceased will be in the caskets, not just a body. I'm sorry, I don't want to say it like that. The deceased individuals will be, you know, in a casket, but they'll be blurred. You know, they'll blur their face out or put a sheet or something, you know, it's usually covering the face of the deceased person. So if you get freaked out at all just by that, then I don't know. It's not a ton of it, but it does happen because you see families coming there and, you know, paying their last respects to their loved ones and stuff. So, you know, I must warn you, that's a thing. All right, so what I found interesting was, first when the show first started, they were talking about how, I think they opened like 3 years ago, and they have a drive-through viewing area. And I was just like, oh my goodness, like I'm pretty sure that their business was booming, like with all the stuff going on with COVID, because they have a actual part on the side of the building. You pull up and there's a, you know, glass area where they can just drive by and see the person, okay? So I was like, oh my god, like I had never heard of such, okay? But yeah, so back to the family. The mom, Debbie, was so much fun to watch because she is the boss, as she says, and it doesn't matter that she co-owns the business. That does not matter to her at all. She is like, look, when she's talking to her son Ryan, she's like, look, I am your mama and I'm the boss, okay? No matter what. So that's very funny. The Uncle Kevin, oh my goodness, like the jokes, the outfits, yeah, you'll be entertained watching him alone, okay? And then the daughters, you see them, you know, one of them, she's pregnant at the beginning of the series, and you know, you get to see her working there. And then we have the other daughter who is in high school, who's getting ready to go off to college, and you see her working. And I just like to see, you know, them learning the business, and but also you can see that like the younger daughter, you know, she's exploring her options with college and things that she can do afterwards. So it's like one of those situations to where, yes, the dad Ryan wants to leave his funeral home business to them, but you know, he understands that they want to have a life of their own too. So I feel like it's good, and it's a good representation to, you know, just see this family running their business and working together as a team and getting the job done. Okay, so yes, it's very interesting. They have interesting topics of conversation that come up. The main thing, you guys, that really got me was when, I don't want to give it away, but there is an episode where they're filming a commercial. And you guys, okay, have you ever seen those commercials that are just like like over the top in a okay, I hate to say it like this, but like over the top in a cheesy, gimmicky kind of way, to where you like, okay, now what were they thinking? Like, why is this the commercial? You know what I'm saying? Why is this the commercial? Now, a lot of the times I see commercials like that, especially like the over-the-top gimmicky ones, and I'm like, why would anybody use those services? But I usually see them for, like, you know, lawyers. You know, when you have a lawyer who's like just real gimmicky with it, and you're like, I don't know that you can actually really practice law if your commercial is looking like this. Okay, that's usually how I judge those type of commercials. It's usually the lawyers and the don't talk about at tax time, the tax people. Oh my gosh, the commercials are so funny at tax time. But even then, I'm like, I would not use your services. You don't look like you know what you're doing. But you guys, this was the first time I have ever watched something and been able to get into the mind of the individual who would make those type of commercials. Okay, I found it hilarious, and it was fun to watch because I'm like, okay, they're over here doing really great business. You see them actually putting forth the effort into their business. You see they're knowledgeable about their business. They care about their business. So to see them come up with the type of commercials that they come up with is hilarious. But at the same time, it makes me think, okay, you know what? You can't always judge these businesses based on their commercials. You know what I'm saying? Especially if they didn't hire someone to, like, you know, professionally do it. And just because they come out very gimmicky doesn't mean that they don't know what they're doing. Okay, so that's kind of what I really learned from this situation, because they knew what they were doing, but the ideas for the commercials, I was just like, oh my goodness, like I cannot believe some of the stuff that these people came up with. Okay, so I say all that to say the show is a very lighthearted show. I feel like it's, you know, it tackles a few little family issues, and it's just showing people in business. And I like to see people working for themselves, having their businesses and teaching their kids the business. So it was good in that aspect. And you guys, like I said, it's about a funeral home, but there are actually so much, you know, other stuff going on, and it's so fun to watch, and they are very funny. Like, they're a funny family. You know, you would think anything to do with a funeral home or anything like that would just be either boring or just weird to watch, or it would creep you out, and it really wasn't. I actually enjoyed it, and like I said, I put it on and then I watched all the episodes like back to back. So if you have time, you might want to do that. If not, you can definitely take your time and watch it, you know, maybe watch an episode or two a week and until you finish the series. But it was good. I'm glad Netflix pulled it up in my recommendations. I don't know if it's been popping up in yours, but if it has been, you definitely want to click on it and give it a try, watch it out, see how you like it. If you guys have seen this show and you like it, let me know in the comments down below. Let me know what you thought about it, because I enjoyed the show, and I'm definitely looking forward to watching more stuff on Netflix. I just feel like I haven't been having time to actually stop and watch Netflix lately, But that's because I know once I see a show that's good, you know, the fact that I can watch those episodes back to back, it gets me all the time. So you definitely have to have time when you want to watch Netflix, okay? Alrighty, so that's it for this video. Yeah, let me know what you guys thought, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.